After the Tigers' first inning produced a hit but nothing else, Eric Burns dumped a single into left field to start the bottom half of the first inning for the Athletics, and then Bobby Kelty had his first at-bat of the night, and this was an eye-opener. Kelty's just 4 for his last 23 in a 6-game stretch in which he started every game. But he is 4 for 8 in his matchups with Marat. There's a bullet hit down to the left field corner. That'll slam the wall. It's gone. It clears the wall for a home run. There was your prototypical frozen rope to left field that was out of here in the wink of an eye. Had very little elevation. Had me fooled into thinking it might hit the wall, but not so. Kelty ropes home run number 3, and the A's are up 2-0 in the bottom of the first. It looked like the A's might get more when Dye hammered a one-out double into the left field corner, but Maroth came back to get Hatterberg and Durazo and turned the threat back with just the 2 runs. In the second inning, the Tigers went to work against Redmond with back-to-back singles by Norton and Inge with 1 out. He struck out the young catcher Chris Shelton and then went to work against the bottom of the order Omar Infante. The look and the pitch. Swinging a line drive into right center field. That's in for a base hit. Dives over to cut it off. 1 run is in, and going from first to third is Inge, and now the ball gets loose, but Inge, after rounding the bag, had shut down, and there's no opportunity to score as Scudero retrieved it between first and second. So Infante delivers an important base hit on a 2-2 pitch. Norton is in, Inge at third, Infante at first, and Sanchez, the troublesome leadoff man, coming to the plate. And he was troublesome in this instance, too, but Jermaine Dye was there when he needed to be. 2-1, A's leading, tying run at third. This is just the second inning. Here's the next one. Swing and a drive to right field. Dye going toward the line. He leaps and makes a sensational catch. Holy Toledo! Flying headlong, airborne, slammed into the turf and stabbed it in the webbing of the glove, and that saves the lead for the A's and brings the crowd out of its seat collectively. Haven't seen a better catch this year. End of 2, it is 2-1 Athletics. Well, it was really the end of 1.5, but at the end of 2, it still was 2-1 Athletics. When the Tigers came up in the third inning, Redmond gave up a single to Guillen, but threw a double play ball to Rodriguez. Then a 4-pitch walk to Rondell White started some trouble. He made 3 more bad pitches to Monroe. He'd given up 7 consecutive balls, and Monroe sat on a 3-0 pitch.
Redmond to the plate, it's on the way, and that's driven to right center field, up the alley, and that's going to go to the wall. White is around second, going to third. Burns plays the ball off the wall. White is rounding third. Scudero's throw to the plate. Here's the slide, and safe at the plate is White on a double to right center on a 3-0 pitch by Craig Monroe, and the Tigers have tied this ball game at 2-2.
In the bottom half of the third, after Burns struck out, Kelty was the next hitter, and Kelty was obviously pretty eager after that first at bat.
Let's see, here's the delivery. Kelty rips it to left, and Kelty is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. Up on the steps in left field on the first pitch that he sees in this bottom of the third inning, and the A's reclaim the lead over the Tigers 3-2. Bobby Kelty just unloads. No doubt about it. Up on the steps in dead left field. His second career multi-home run game. And for the year, it's number 4 for the A's left fielder. 3-2 Athletics.
Then with 2 out, it was Jermaine Dye at a 3-1 pitch.
Lined up by Maroth, the 3-1 pitch. And Dye rips it to left in the corner. Going back is White. Track, wall, fair or foul, fair, gone, home run. And it's 4-2 Athletics. And they're playing long ball with Mike Maroth tonight. On a 3-1 pitch, it's number 9 for Dye, and the A's lead 4-2.
After that, Redmond was able to shut out the Tigers in the 4th and 5th. He gave up a 2-out walk and a single to Sanchez on a bunt in the 4th inning, but got the dangerous Guillen to fly out to right field. Gave up a harmless walk in the 5th. By that time, though, his pitch count had grown to 90, and Ducher was throwing in the bullpen ready to come in the 6th inning. The A's couldn't put up any more against Maroth in the 4th and the 5th. In their bottom half of the 6th inning, Hatterberg singled, and with 1 out, Al Levine came in to finish out the inning, get 2 outs, and keep the Tigers within a 4-2 score. Ducher pitched the 6th for the A's, gave up a leadoff single, but nothing else. And then in the 7th, got himself in some trouble. A base hit by Guillen. Then there were a couple of force outs. Still a runner at first and 2 out. But Ducher, usually with impeccable control, lost both Monroe and Norton to walks, which brought up Brandon Inge, but he obliged by hitting into a force out, and the A's maintained a 4-2 lead. But it never hurts to get another run or two in a situation like this. Detroit has a fairly explosive lineup these days. And Marco Scudero got things going in the bottom half of the 7th for the Athletics. This was against Al Levine. It was a single to right field. Burns followed by dumping a single into left, putting runners at the corners, and bringing up, once again, the man of the night, Bobby Kelty.
And here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. Drive to left field, coming on White, and he can't get it. He short-hops it, now bobbles it. Scudero scores from third. Stopping at second is Burns. Bobby Kelty with a huge night, serving a single to left field in front of Rondell White. And the A's take a 5-2 lead. So Kelty took that sinker the other way. And that's going to be it for Al Levine.
And enter left-hander Jamie Walker, who struck out Chavez looking and popped up Dye. And the A's looked like they might not get that extra run in. But Scott Hatterberg was still in the wings, and he produced.
1-0 pitch now on the way. And Hatterberg gets the ground ball to the hole. And off the glove of a diving Norton, caroms into short right field. Burns is streaking around third to score. Going to third is Bobby Kelty. Hatterberg gets a single, and the A's take a 6-2 lead. So Scott Hatterberg perfectly placed between first and second. Norton, the first baseman, going to the backhand side, and the ball kicked off his glove. Then caromed in his short center field. Of course, with 2 out, a couple things. Burns running all the way, and Burns can fly, and he scored easily as Kelty motored to third, and the A's with 4 singles in the 7th inning have scored 2 runs and lead 6-2.
Kelty had to jump over that ball to keep from being hit by it. And as it turns out, the bullpen once again was stalwart tonight. The combination of Ducher, Messire, and Bradford pitched 4 shutout innings. Messire 1-2-3-8. Bradford came on and struck out the side in the ninth, delighting the crowd of 20,477 and setting up the anticipation for tomorrow afternoon as Tim Hudson will try to get the A's in the winner's circle, dueling against the right-hander Knotts, who made his first start of the year and made a pretty good one. In fact, his only start against the A's last year was fairly successful, so it could be an interesting duel tomorrow afternoon at 12:35. It looks as if the A's will be the only team in the West to enter the win column tonight. The Angels are about to expire with 2 out in the bottom of the ninth and trailing the Yankees 4-2. Texas has lost. Seattle has lost. So as a result of the activity, it looks like it'll be Anaheim by 3.5 over Texas and 4.5 over the Athletics. When we return, Bobby Kelty will talk over his big night with Ken Cole.